Why look forward to future games that don't exist when you could look back to past games that do exist? For example, um, have you ever heard of Osman? Probably not. But
No, I have not.
if you have, you know it's some good shit. After Strider came out and was an awesome ass arcade game, left the whole world wanting some more Strider. And in fact, some team members of the group that I want to say made that then broke off and started recreating Strider in various forms in various other places, trying to get that magic again. Osman was one of those games, came out in 1996, and it's a Strider clone. It is unabashed,
Well,
unapologetic.
that's nice.
It is a straight up Strider clone um, from the same designer. And if you ever got to play it, it was pretty fucking. It was cool. It was fun. So it's actually finally getting re-released on PS4 and Switch next year. And yeah, it's a weird one. It's one of the weirder ones, but it was also known as Cannon Dancer. I want to say I must have. I think I touched it or talked about it at some point in the past a while ago. But I fucking love me those Strider games, and this is one of the good clones.
They're good.
Yeah,
That's what I have to say about it.
great for speed runs. Feels good climbing up walls, running in weird angles, fighting bosses upside down, and cool animation in Osman as well. It had a budget.
So how do I write this down?
OSMAN.
Man, I sure don't know what that is. Osman the First, or Osman Ghazi, was sometimes transliterated archaically as Othman, was the leader of the Kai tribe and founder of the Ottoman dynasty.
There you go.
I don't think that's what I'm looking for.
Well,
Video game?
I mean, it's named after.
Here we go.
It's named after that because it has a cyberpunk Arabian setting.
Hmm. Oh, here we go. Now I can see it. Yeah, I see it now. Oh, this looks fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's gonna
Oh
drop.
man, that looks Strider. I'm looking at the '96 one. Man, that is obviously just Strider.
Yeah, yeah, I did play it back on the old channel. Okay, yeah, there you go. Osman, good shit. Cool. And speaking of ninjas with arm blades flipping upside down in the Middle East,
That could be anything. There are like 10 games like that.
Assassin's Creed Mirage has been announced. Nothing else except for it seems like the setting based on that first picture is going to be Baghdad.
Cool.
Or back then, Persia.
Cool, man.
So actual Prince of Persia, actual Assassin's Creed in Persia, finally officially stamping out the franchise from existence once and for all by just taking the setting while they're at it.
I would like to. So I played Valhalla a little while ago, and I don't know how it took me that long, but I got to a quest in Valhalla where somebody was like, "You need to find Jimmy Ragnarok or whoever the fuck, right? They'll help you out." And I go, "Okay." And I got to Jimmy Ragnarok, and Jimmy Ragnarok says, "Hey, you need to find 3 people in these places, and then I'll help you." And I got 3 people in. And then I went back to Jimmy Ragnarok, and they're like, "Now that you found those 3 people, I will help you. But first," and I'm like, "I'm done. I'm completely over it." Like the formula is just slapping me in the fucking face
Now you're talking about
over and over and over.
and this is the new formula because the recent games reinvented all that and had the good combat, right?
Yeah, but it's just literally like every single fucking step of every single fucking quest is the formula every time. And it's like I can like matrix see where every part of it fits, because this quest has exploration and this quest had more combat and then this one had more fucking climbing and blah, blah, blah. And I can literally just see the fucking spreadsheet and the fucking diagram where it just fucking goes, well, this section of the fucking game
Mm-hmm.
needs to have 4 missions where you climb a lot.
It's
Okay,
the
we'll cut the bucket, and it's like I fucking can't anymore. I
it's
can't.
the Ubi feel. The Ubi
Yeah.
feel is inescapable. You guys have been talking about it. Despite having never played a Far Cry game, it sounds like that has the exact same thing going on.
Far Cry actually has it way worse.
Ubi feel nonstop.
Um, uh, JSS, James Stephanie Sterling, put out a great video a while ago. I think it was them. But basically described how like they were playing Far Cry 4, I want to say it was. I'm getting some details wrong, but the thrust of it is like, yeah, no, if Far Cry 4 had come out uh, as the first Far Cry game in a couple of years, it would have been awesome and they would have enjoyed it a ton. But instead, it was like the 5th Far Cry / Assassin's Creed game that came out. I literally just called it Assassin's Creed. That's great.
Nice.
And how all of those games were so similar that none of them could feel good at all because they were all just the same. Like think of how less excited you would have been for Elden Ring if you got a new From Software style Dark Souls from Software every 9 months.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If Elden Ring was just actually split into like 5, and we've been getting that with a different year on
Yeah.
it practically for the last 5 years. Yeah, that sucks, man, because, there's always that big reveal setting thing they get, and then there's, of course, the big actor that you get as well. And I go like, yeah, maybe one day I'll try one of these. But in my brain, I'm expecting to feel first-person towers and first-person Ubi maps and first-person Ubi feel, Ubi missions, all of it.
Did you
Yeah.
know that Ubisoft's racing games also have towers?
I think I did. I think I did know that. Was there a bit about Project Cars having?
I don't know if it's Project Cars. I forget which one it is, but you have to drive up a little mountain to get to the tower to ping your
The
fucking.
crew. The crew. That's what it was.
Oh my god!
Right. 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 Right.
Just literally unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know that's what's keeping Skull and Bones, right? They can't figure out how to make the boat climb a tower on the ocean. You know,
I just.
I I bet that was a significant design hurdle for them because the ocean doesn't have
It
height.
doesn't have height. You have to ride a wave up real high. Just let me sail and let me unlock shanties. It's real simple. I'm not a complicated man.